justice. Alex, repeat offending was always the worry with this scheme, wasn't it?
Well, official statistics show that a quarter of prisoners will reoffend within a year of them being released. So statistically, out of the 1,700 prisoners released on Tuesday across England and Wales to ease jail overcrowding, some were likely to reoffend. Well, French authorities say that they thwarted 18 attempts to cross the Channel last night and that 200 migrants have been rescued over the last 24 hours off the coast of France. Now, this boat that got into trouble, as you say, was carrying 53 migrants, and it happened around midnight just off the coast of Calais. Now, there was treacherous conditions and it made the rescue difficult. And by the time they got to the boat, 8 people were dead and they've taken 6 others to hospital.
Family and friends gather to say goodbye to Rebecca Cheptegei as she is laid to rest in her hometown of Bukwo, Uganda. Given full military honours, the 33-year-old Olympic marathon runner's life was cut short by her ex-boyfriend, who doused her in petrol and set her on fire.
Well, forensics are still here at the property on Bremner Road, where a man and 3 children were found dead at around 1:15 p.m. yesterday. Neighbours on this quiet residential street have been dropping off flowers outside of the property. One neighbour told us earlier that he's shocked at what happened.
You would never expect a turnout like this, I would have never.
This police sentry box in the City of London has been transformed into an aquarium, and now it's been confirmed that it's a Banksy. It's the 7th piece of animal artwork by the artist that's gone around the city. On Monday, a goat appeared in Richmond. Tuesday, 2 elephants came to Chelsea. Wednesday saw 3 monkeys in Brick Lane. On Thursday, a lone wolf was on a satellite dish in Peckham, although sadly it got stolen an hour later. On Friday, 2 pelicans in Walthamstow, and on Saturday a cat was seen stretching out in Cricklewood. Now, as you can see, it is pretty popular. This piece of art is quite different from Banksy's usual stencil artwork. But why is it here? Well, Banksy hasn't offered any explanation. It could well be a bigger animal rights issue or because of his love of animals. For Banksy lovers, it's just another great piece of art in the wild.
Rubik's Cubes, phone boxes, squirrels and more costumed characters stood out on the capital streets running in the 44th London Marathon. Some wanted to stand out, others were breaking world records.
The fastest marathon dressed as a sweet food. I managed to achieve that, which was an added bonus.
There were more serious records to be had in the elite races. Perez Cheptegei ran the fastest female-only marathon ever, an eye-popping 2 hours and 16 minutes.
To be a new women's-only world record!
And it was a Swiss double in the wheelchair races with victories for Catherine de Bruyne and Marcel Hug, celebrating his 5th London Marathon win. Alexander Munyao took the top prize in the men's elites, but all eyes were on Yorkshireman Emile Carrès, who came 3rd. He can now boast the 2nd fastest time ever by a Brit, only behind Mo Farah. Behind them, a record 50,000 amateurs taking part this year.
So close to the end now for many of these runners who have been treading the pavements for miles and miles. 600 metres left to go, and friends and family are lining up here, egging them on.
To see people really struggling and just to be able to give them that last boost to get anybody over the line is just amazing.
Unbelievable atmosphere.
When we watch everybody else running, it just, honestly, it's really quite emotional.
And after months of practice and a few hours of pain, this is what it feels like crossing the line.
It was much harder than I thought. Amazing, just can't wait to get in the pub, really.
It may well be over, but the millions raised and the satisfaction of achieving that medal will stay with these runners for a long time to come. Alex Isat, ITV News.
The rain could not dampen the excitement as the flame was lit here at the home of the Paralympics. But today isn't just about lighting the cauldron, it's also an historical moment because from today onwards, the flame will have a permanent base here in Stoke Mandeville. So just like the Olympics has its flame homed at Olympia in Greece, the Paralympics torch relay will always begin here in Buckinghamshire. Whether it's listening to the choir sing professionally or the crowd giving their own rendition, you can't help but have a smile on your face. ABBA really does bring everyone together.
Couldn't escape if I wanted to.